Okay. Now, are you guys able to hear me instead of the music? Or can you see me now? How's everyone doing tonight? I think I know the problem with the music. It just happens to be a really, really stupid mistake, but I think I know what that is. That's simple and easy to fix in the future. So, excellent. Oh, okay. Hold on. What just happened there? Oh, no, there it is. Preview just sort of jumped out of the way. So, how's everyone doing tonight? This is a really impromptu test. I figured I was going to make some dinner. I know it's going to be a little bit different. So I thought we would do a stream and see how everything goes in a sort of live setup. So I had an idea. I wanted burgers. I'm kind of lazy. So I was thinking just making a ham and cheese sandwich. Well, I figured why not stick the two together? So what we're going to do... Hello, Emily! So glad you could make it. I hope you are having a nice Saturday. We are trying some new setups here. We're trying some new cameras. A few new things going on that you'll see. But yeah, this was like really unplanned. It was... Sorry, trying to close a cabinet. Honestly, this was like 10 minutes ago. I said, you know what, I'm going to stream this. So, sorry for not letting everyone know, but sometimes that's just what happens when you're cooking, I guess. So, yeah, so I was saying, I wanted a burger, and I kind of just was too lazy to just make a straight burger. I wanted something more, and then I thought, well, I'll just make a ham and cheese sandwich. And then I said, oh, why don't we put the two of them together? So, kind of like when I did the stuffed pizza burger, this is also going to be a stuffed burger, but we're going to change something around a little bit. We're just going to have some fun with this one. If it all comes out okay, hey, we've created something incredible. If it doesn't come out okay, well, I'll still have some ham to make the ham and cheese sandwich. So, yeah. So how are you doing tonight, Emily? I'm hoping the stream is good for everybody. I'm hoping that everything is working for everyone. Because, like I said, I'm trying some new setups. I'm also trying a different software to upload everything and for all the different cameras that you'll see. So let me know if everything is thumbs up or thumbs down with you guys, because I don't know. I can't see that far. I can't see that part. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a nice lazy day here today as well, but I had to go get stuff. While I was out, good old work called and asked me to come in for a bit because of a late minute order. So I was right by work when they called, so I decided, we'll go in. So who's hungry? I am. As you know, these last minute dinner streams are exactly that. I'm cooking my dinner and I'm just sharing the process with you. So I am really flying by the seat of my pants here today. So let's get some cooking done. One of the first things you're going to see here, once I remember that I have to change screens and everything, is one of our new camera angles where we are right at the cutting board. So Basically, I just here have a ham that I baked up earlier. Um, and when I was thinking about doing the stuffed burger, I thought to myself, well, why not add that little bit of more flavor and mix the ham in with the hamburger meat? So, thank you guys. It's nothing much, it's nothing special, but it should be plenty tasty. So, since this is going in the burger itself, I just need a couple of little slices. And then I can put this off to the side for now. Part of the reason I wanted the new angle with this cutting board, with the cutting board angle, is I get a lot of people asking me about ways to cut or hold their knives and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm testing out here, is where you can get a better view of what I'm doing. I'll try and move that a little bit more. We'll see. Yeah. So now you can see, just really going to be finely dicing this. If you want, you could even grind this or put it in a food processor to give it a quick chop, but I already have a knife out and a cutting board out to slice the ham. So to me, it's kind of silly to then go and mess up my food processor. That is a pain to clean when I can just as easily do it this way. So I'm just going to put this in my bowl. A little piece got away there. We have our diced ham. Was that... Hello, Chloe. Sorry, I had the screen on to my other screen when I was adjusting for the chopping side. Didn't see it come in. How was... Like I said, this is a test of my new setup and everything. How was that screen as far as... sorry. How was that screen as far as being able to see me chopping, seeing the knife, things like that, compared to before where it was like above and you didn't see that much? Was that a better shot? I'm coming to you guys for help. You're the ones watching the videos and everything. So your input to me is really, really important. So was that a better view for everybody? Now I'm basically just getting some good old hamburger out. Okay, was a better shot? Okay. Because I've had people asking me to do videos about just some basic cutting techniques. How to chop or how to dice, just how to use a knife properly. So that's kind of what made me think of this. Was like, hey, if there's people asking for this, I've got to sort of set it up so they can see it properly. I'm just putting the hamburger away. And trying to find my cloth. Okay. So like I said, and also this dinner is kind of a fly by the pants thing because it wasn't planned. This wasn't planned either. So we're just kind of like winging everything tonight. Linda, you're late. Go to the corner. And because you're late, that means you have to make brownies or pretzels for everybody here. Well, Linda, you didn't miss much. Basically, we had our new cutting board view, which you'll see again in a second. And I also had... I just diced up some ham that I'd cooked up. So, not much. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the board. And hopefully everything there is okay. There we go. So we a little bit closer to the action, so to speak. So in here, like I say, I have the ham that we finally diced that you all saw. I've got some hamburger meat, maybe half a pound. There's a lot of salt in that ham. There always is, so I don't want to add a lot. But what I do want to add is some fresh cracked pepper. I put everything away before, not thinking I was going to stream tonight, so going to need some garlic powder. And of course, all this you can season to your own taste. And gotta add good old Montreal steak spice. To me, this is one of the best things ever invented. Put it on your French fries, put it in your burgers, put it on your steak, of course. And it is just so good. It's a combination of garlic and onion, a little bit of chili peppers. It's just got all the good stuff in there. So what I'm doing here is, as you see, I'm just mixing the diced ham right into the hamburger meat. Now, I'm not trying to squish everything. Like, I'm not trying to destroy the hamburger meat and turn it into paste. What I'm just trying to do is get everything incorporated and blended through. I'm sure you've gone out and had hamburgers in restaurants where basically it's almost spongy. Like, there's no characteristics of meat in it. Well, that's probably because they used a mixer to blend everything. And it just gets too mushy. I can't think of a better word. But the meat almost becomes sponge-like. And just not so nice. So just gently work it by hand. Kind of like you're making a really big meatball. So in this case, this meatball is loaded with ham. So in a second, you will be able to see. Basically, we have two big hamburger patties. Well, what will be hamburger patties, studded with all of that gorgeous ham in it. So I'm just going to wash my hands. What got me thinking about this was just, you go out and you get a burger and there's all kinds of stuff on it, and you take that first bite and you pull half the toppings off. Well, if the toppings are mixed in the hamburger, it's a little bit harder to do that. So Hello there, Angel. We're doing a very impromptu video. Very impromptu stream. I figured we'd test some of the stuff out, see some of the angles, and see how everything works. So, what we're doing is we're making a ham and cheese stuffed burger. So what we've done here is we just have... Oh, there you go. And like I said, this has a really nice smoked ham that we just finely chopped up and we've mixed in with the meat. And I'm trying to figure out now the best way to stuff this. And this is why I said it's a new stream setup, it's a new everything, and this is really it. There's new cameras that we're all going to see soon. So, and like I said, I'm also at the same time trying to figure out how to set a few of these things up. So, oh, I know I'm going to find a way to do it. It's just what's the best way to do it. So, because of the ham that we mixed in to the hamburger, okay, so for once, we have hamburger that really has ham in it. I'm just dicing up a couple of little bits of cheese here. I am going to put more cheese on the burger and on the bread because it needs it. Yeah, so I've just got my cheese, and like I said, I'm just going to really simply dice it. If you want, of course, you can use some shredded cheese, but since I'm using Swiss, not a lot of shredded Swiss around, I find. I'm going to grab one of our huge meat patties. We're going to poke a little hole right on in the middle of it. I'm going to take some of that cheese. And, well, wouldn't it be a stuffed burger if we didn't stuff something in it? Oh yeah, this is a real hamburger. Like I said, what kind of gave me this idea was I'm just tired of going and getting a burger with bacon on it, and you take that first bite and you get a great mouthful of bacon. But then there's nothing else left in the rest of the hamburger. So this way, it's all mixed up together. Sorry. So, we can see all the ham that's speckled in there. That cheese is in the middle. So that worked out well. This is just a little thing. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. This is just a little Tupperware thing. I got it at our local thrift shop, and it's been the best thing ever for making hamburgers. Tupperware used to sell them where like you'd get 4 or 5 and you'd stack them all together, and I only got one but man, it's great. If you don't have something like that, any type of plastic container, a small little yogurt container or something, anything. If you go to the deli and you get like the half-pound containers, use one of those. I've done it when I can't find these. So as you can see, I've just put the cheese, poked a hole, put the cheese in. Now we're just sort of squeezing it all together so that the cheese is firmly in that middle. I know once it melts, it's going to start seeping out. Yeah, like I'm just using, this is, you've all seen my little deli containers that I use for salt and pepper and everything. You could just do it in one of these. Obviously don't fill it all the way up, because that's going to be a huge hamburger. But yeah, just put like an inch in the bottom and use that to form it. What I like about this particular one is it's the same size as my hamburger buns. So that works really well. So there we go. We have 2 hamburgers stuffed with cheese. So we've got the cheese, we've got the ham, and we've got the hamburger. So this is just shake. I find if it sticks like that one did a little bit, I just give it a few little shakes. Once it loosens in one area, the rest falls. So now I do have to the side my pan, which you're all going to see. And let's see now how, wish me luck, we will now switch to stove cam. And that'll flip over in a sec. So now we do have a better view of the stove. So now you can see things actually cooking. So yeah, I snuck in last night, Linda. I drove all the way there just to get your pan. These pans are great for burgers, hot dogs, even doing paninis, even doing like homemade paninis or grilled sandwiches. They're great. So I think the new camera, other than a little bit of moving around so we can see everything, seems to be okay. Whoops. Sorry for the camera movement, but hey, it's testing, so we got one burger for now. I'm trying to do all this obviously also so the camera doesn't start going right up onto the element, which wouldn't be a good thing. So there we go. My video has worked. We have enticed people to want burgers. McDonald's is at my mercy now, especially if you guys try this, because I know that burger just hit the fry pan. I know it just hit the grill, but the smell, the ham is already starting to char up, and I can smell it, and it's almost going to be like chunks of bacon mixed in with the hamburger meat, which is just going to be so good. Now, what I am going to do, and this is going to make some really boring video, to help those cook faster, we cover them up with a pan. Cover them up with a pan. So when we're doing videos, of course I can cut and edit so you don't see all this. Covering it with a pan like this is going to do two things. One, it's going to stop everything from splattering everywhere. Yeah, but Rich Tea biscuits are nice. I've had them before, and they are nice. So, covering it like this is doing two things. One, it's stopping everything from splattering everywhere. Two, as Linda says, it does warm the rolls a little bit. But we're going to toast these up in the oven. I already have that on. But the main thing is, it's keeping more heat more heat within the pan, so the burgers are going to cook faster. So, any sides with the burger? Any ideas? Hey, this is my dinner. This is a live stream, so why not? I do have a pot of oil on the stove, but it's a little bit too long to make some fries. But, you know what? What about just some good old classic Doritos to go with a burger? Can't go wrong with that, I guess. Broccoli with a burger? Angel! What has Chris done to you? If you're eating a burger, how dare you spoil it with vegetables? I've had broccoli in a burger once, and it had to be the most honestly, it honestly had to be the most disgusting thing I ever had. It was the texture that was different. You'd bite and you get all this nice firm meat, and then there would be like this little squishy bit of broccoli in the middle. And you guys know I like broccoli. But broccoli in a burger? No. That I'll pass on. That I'll pass on. I think tonight, you know what? It's the weekend. It's time to relax. It's been a long week. It's been a long week for everyone with everything going on. But right now, I think we're just going to have some good old Doritos to go along with this. So all I've done here is slice up some more cheese. As you know me, I can never have enough cheese. I've put that on my buns, on the hamburger buns, not on my buns. And that will go into the oven when the burgers get closer. Think of lobster. That was a cute video. So, what we're going to do, we're just going to pop back over to, there we are, just pop back over to stove cam. There we are. You can see all I've done is put the cheese on the buns, but our hamburgers now are another story. They are cooking along. That's what you want to see. That's why I love these pans. So we can see a little bit of the cheese is leaking through, but you know what? That's just going to brown up and crisp up as it cooks. Those char marks are just pure flavor. And you can see the ham that was all over the place is starting to crisp up. So this is almost going to be like having bacon chunks in the hamburger meat. Like, this is honestly what? You could so call this a guy's burger, but I know for every guy who would scoff down on that, there'd be like ladies all over the place who would gladly eat that too. So you know what, Chloe? It's never too late to cook. I've woken up at 2 in the morning, and honestly, I've made chicken fingers at 2 in the morning. So those are cooking up. That's doing its thing. The thing when you're doing really big burgers and really thick burgers like you saw those were, is you want to cook it over a lower heat That way they'll cook through properly and they won't burn on the outside and still be raw in the middle. And that's another reason why I have the pan on there, because it just helps keep all that heat in the pan and helps cook the burgers that much faster. And the smell of that bacon, or the ham, sorry, is so good. So let me ask you guys, what do you like on your burgers? Like, are you plain burgers? Like, what toppings do you like on your burgers? What condiments? Are you a mustard and ketchup person? Are you just straight plain, let the burger do all the talking? Like, what do you like on yours? Bacon. Pickles, tomato, ketchup, and lettuce. Classics. Cheese, okay. I'm going to pass on the mayo. Just for me, mayo is food lube. You put mayo on it so that things are moister, so they aren't as dry. If the burger is cooked properly, I find you don't need that. Sweet potato fries. Now that is a good idea, and I wish I had some. Yeah, you see, I'm not a mayo guy. I know today everyone loads everything with mayo, but I don't want a mayo burger with a side of hamburger. I want to taste the burger. I want to taste the ingredients, and I want to taste what I'm putting in there. When I spend good money on good quality meat and hams and cheeses, why do I want to put something on it that only makes it taste like mayonnaise? So that's me. That's me, but everyone's different. Lettuce on a burger, I don't mind if it's a straightforward, simple burger. Tomato, take it or pass. And for me, if onions are going on a burger, those things better be grilled. Okay. This is looking so good now. Misplaced my tongs. These are cooking up so nice. And you can see I'm not messing around with them. I'm letting the pan do all the work. And the last thing I'm doing, or not doing, is I'm not pressing down on the hamburgers. You always see in movies the guy's in the diner and he's got his big spatula and he presses down and all that juice splatters and it makes a huge hiss and a great sound. But that's why you need the mayonnaise on the burgers, because they're dry after that. So just let the heat cook through the burger by itself. That's the best thing. So, yeah, exactly. The juice and the fat that's in the meat makes almost all the flavor. So if you squish it all out, it's gone. There is no flavor. At that point, you might as well be eating McDonald's. So, and that's just, well, wrong. So, to test if your burgers are ready, when you press down on them, they should feel firm, but still have a little bit of give to it. If you're really unsure, use a thermometer. The worst thing you can do is you make these gorgeous hamburgers, you don't let them cook enough. There we go, we've got the famous barbecue crosshatches. Those lines that make everyone go nuts and pay extra for a hamburger. But yeah, you just want to give it a press. And it should feel firm, but not spongy. But it should have some give. And like I say, if you're really unsure, use a meat thermometer. Cook it to about 150, 160 degrees. And in the center, obviously. Don't go all the way through, because then you're getting the temperature of the fry pan, and that's not going to do you any good. You can also do these, now that we're getting to nicer weather, do them on the barbecue. Get that smoky flavor going through it as well. So these burgers, to me, are so close. I don't know if you saw the little juice squirt out of that one, but these are really, really close. You have everything but the meat. Well, it kind of makes it hard to make them. They'd be extremely light, though. They'd be extremely, extremely light. Yeah, I've got to get a new barbecue. Mine did not survive the winter. So, with everything going on right now, it's not a time to go and buy a barbecue. But we'll do what we can when we can. In the meantime, we have this. The smell of those little crispy bits of ham on the outside are just like, honestly, driving me crazy. What I will do at this time, though, is I've just put the hamburger buns in the oven. We'll warm them up. We'll melt that cheese a little bit. We don't have to go crazy with it. I do need a plate, though. So we're set with that. Give me a sec. We're going to put away the cheese. Burgers without meat could be a new trend. Yeah, they called it Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat. And that is just some of the worst things to stick into your body. So, this is going to be a new food type of ASMR. It's just going to be a camera pointed at meats cooking slowly, at bacon grilling. Simple, you know, some nice music in the background. Here, we'll make it a little bit easier for you, Emily. There we go. You don't know about that, guys. I thought it was everywhere. In North America, I know it's big in the States, it's huge in Canada. We seem to have an extraordinary amount of vegetarians here. There is something called Beyond Meat, and there's another company called Impossible, and they make a vegetarian meat product for, I don't know how, or meat substitute that is supposed to have the feel and the taste of real meat. Well, part of my logic is if you have to create something artificially to taste like something else, and the other thing exists, eat the real thing. So in other words, don't eat artificial meat, eat real meat. And if you're I have nothing against it if you're a vegetarian, but if you are vegetarian, and just getting a little piece of cheese off there, if you are if you are vegetarian and you're eating a meat substitute because you miss meat, well, guess what? Eat meat. It'll be better for you. So, yeah, what they do is they take, when they're making vegetable oils and soy oils, and they put it through presses and the impellers, they grind that into hamburger patties. So you're getting a bunch of garbage. You're getting a bunch of absolute garbage. It's what they throw out when they make something else. So, but people go nuts about it. They sell it all over like Disney World now, where you can get plant-based hamburgers or plant-based sausages. Just eat the real thing. So, I'm just getting... Whoa! That was my little daily rant. Just getting our hamburger buns out. That was hot. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a meat substitute. Whoop. What is going on? Can everyone see me and hear me still okay? Because I'm getting an error over here. I think it's just my laptop's getting really warm. But, okay, so everyone can hear? Okay. We will turn off all the heat. Alright, just making sure. So we're going to go back to our cutting board. As I said, here we just have our... Yeah, like I said, Angel, I'm getting an error message from YouTube saying that it's not receiving video, but I can see in the preview and everything, not the preview, but my screen, that I am getting video, so I don't know. So our burgers are ready. Our buns are all set. And these huge burgers are home. So, actually, you know what? This is a case where it has to go to the other cam to get a proper view of this. The cheese just oozing out of there. The melted Swiss cheese. The melted Swiss cheese. The juices all doing what they're supposed to. The smell, of course, is incredible. It is such... I'm teasing myself here a little bit. It looks really, really good. It smells even better. I'm just going to move that fry pan out of the way because it's too hot. I'm going to go back to this board because I want to show... Come on. There we are. The camera should switch in a sec. This video is not brought to you by Pepsi, even though it was in the shot there. Like, look how big that is. And, like, I know I have a big mouth, but that is going to be a challenge. But I'm willing to take it. Let's see what this looks inside now. So, Who's ready to see the inside? Have we done right? Oh, yeah. There we go. Take a look at that. What started off as an idea, figuring out how to do it, seeing all that ham in there, of course the melted cheese, all the additional cheese that we put on it. No, guys, I hate saying this, but this is going to be the torture. This is going to be the torture. Because now, as good as that looks, and as juicy as this is, now we got to taste it. That is the best bacon cheeseburger you're ever gonna have. From the stringy cheese to all the smoke of the ham on the outside, that's all crisped up like bacon, but on the inside is still like ham. This is incredible. Try this, everyone. Get a nice ham or Black Forest ham, something. If you don't want to bake up all ham, go to your deli counter and ask them what's his nicest ham. Get some thick cut slices and chop it up at home and mix that in. That ham is going to be part of my breakfast. It's going to be everything. I can taste the ham. I can taste the steak spice. The Swiss cheese is really coming through. Really, really good. Yeah, I really, really hope you guys try this. Not hard. You saw everything I did with the new camera setups. I hope everyone liked it. I hope everyone enjoyed the new views. I still have, believe it or not, 2 more cameras that I can set up. So I can try different things, and I will. So, and I don't know who sent this to me. I really, really don't. But I seem to have a mascot now for the channel. Because when I checked my mail when I went to pick up the web camera, I had another package, but there was no name, there was no address. I don't know who sent this, but it is super cute. My little fox. So he is now my watcher and sits on my stove and overviews the cameras, the cooking. So if it was any of you who sent me that, thank you. If not, I wish I knew who sent it to me so I could say thanks. But I don't know who sent it. It literally just had 5 p.m. chef and my address on it, so I don't know who sent it. He is a cutie, and he's super soft. So there, even in the pandemic, I'm getting plush. I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that. So, thank you, everyone. I thought a shark would be my mascot too, Linda, but whoever sent this to me thought a fox might be better, so that is super cute. It can change. Maybe we'll do a fox later on. Who knows? So, I'm going to go eat this. For those of you who have the Discord, come on. If you don't, the link will be in the video once it's posted and everything. Or just message any of the people in the room, and if any of them have it, I can get them to send it to you. Thank you, everyone, for helping me get this stream tested and all that. And if you are watching this in the future and you're not watching it live, please hit that subscribe button so you can see when I do a live, even when it's a spontaneous. I'm going to do this 5 minutes from now. And hit that like button. Show YouTube and show me that you like what I do. So, until next time, thanks a lot, everyone. As always, I am the 5 p.m. Chef, and now it's my turn to enjoy. We'll see you all next time.